Yes, 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 my people from the block and beyond. We are back again for another episode of Blocks to Bags. I'm your boy Seb.
And I'm Shadee.
And we've got another episode today. It's all around creators and monetization. So if you haven't seen a previous episode, Shadee, introduce herself. She is a brand and social strategist. She works with top creators, influencers on how to manage their social media, monetize, partnerships, all of that kind of good stuff. So 2023, the creator economy is real.
Yeah.
People are making money from it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us. How do you, as a creator in 2023, what are the best ways to kind of monetize? What's the game right now that you're kind of seeing for your clients?
Okay, so the number one thing is speaking to your audience, finding out exactly what your niche is, what your demographic is, who your audience is, the audience that you want to create, the community you want to create, and then really find out what your passion is. So I work with a lot of creators. I mainly work with fitness creators, actually.
Fitness, yeah?
Fitness. I work with a
What
lot
kind of fitness creators? Do they own gyms? Are they PTs? Who are these people? Yeah, fitness.
So they've built their pages off of influencing, fitness influencing, off being in the gym.
Looking really good, I guess.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And I help a lot of fitness influencers create online coaching businesses.
Oh, yeah. So they come to you.
They come to me.
What's their setup? They've just got loads of followers. They've been doing videos.
Yeah.
Where are they at when they come to you, and how do you transform them?
So they obviously come to me because they want to monetize their following and they want to create online coaching businesses, but they don't know how to start. So I basically sit down with them, do a branding consultation. Basically, I'm who your demographic is.
Yeah.
How do you want to niche down? Because when you have a brand, especially a personal brand, you have to have a niche.
Okay.
A really strong niche, especially in the online coaching world. Did you know that the online coaching world is worth 20 billion?
Wow.
Yes.
No, I did not.
In today's world.
That's mad.
Yeah, I think definitely a part of it is to do with COVID because everybody went online during COVID times. And because of that, it's very profitable. And a lot of creators now want to go into online coaching, whether it would be fitness coaching, life coaching, spiritual coaching, whatever.
I see that in the gym a lot, actually. When I go to the gym, I didn't used to see this before, but now people have their iPads. Yeah, and there's a virtual. There's someone else, or they're on a Zoom call, and then they're telling them what to do to work out.
Exactly. But the thing is, though, it's amazing to have an online coaching business because of the flexibility that you have.
I love that. Okay.
From it, so sick. a lot of creators want to do that now. So yeah, go sit with them, do a whole branding consultation kind of thing. Main things to think about, like I said, is what your niche is, what community you want to build, or how you're going to speak to your community and how you're basically going to market your business. And the top part of the sales funnel in online coaching is the marketing.
Okay, cool.
It's not the actual leads itself, is the actual marketing, the marketing strategy behind it, how you going to market your business, basically.
Okay.
And it might seem like common sense.
No, the common sense ain't so common. But this is why we're hearing it. Yeah. Break it down for them.
But marketing is the most important thing. And sorry to kind of change the subject a little bit, but there's so many brands that I speak to, I do consultations with, for example. They've just launched a new product. They want to kind of have a marketing strategy. But a lot of brands don't actually think to have a budget for their marketing strategy, and they kind of just launch this product, launch a business, but they don't have a proper marketing budget behind them or a marketing strategy, so they flop.
Got it.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Important. And this applies to creators and influencers as well?
It applies to creators and influencers as well, for sure, because some creators, for example, might have built up their whole page based off just taking pictures or just taking random videos and stuff like that, and their community loves it. But when it comes to actually launching your brand or business, you have to have a proper marketing strategy behind it. What is your 5-6 day launch plan going to look like in the launch week, or is it going to be a 3-week launch plan, for example?
What products are you going to launch?
Yeah, what products are you going to launch?
How do you know what you said, the audience and niching down? But how niche is niche?
As niche as you can get. So I used to work with one fitness influencer And when I first helped her launch her online coaching business in COVID, she was just like, yeah, I just want to kind of like appeal to everyone. I'm not really that fussed about like who my clients are going to be. And then as she started to kind of like learn her brand more and learn what her niche is, she discovered that I'm going to be a PCOS coach.
What's PCOS?
So PCOS is a condition that women can develop where you have polycystic ovaries. So you've got like you basically got like scarring and
Yeah.
I'm really
I
bad
feel
at
like
explaining
I feel like I've seen this somewhere before. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, you've got polycystic ovaries basically. So you've got kind of like tissue and scarring and stuff like that on your womb. I'm sorry if I didn't explain it properly. I'm not a doctor.
People can Google it.
So she started to create content, educational content. That's another feature. You need to be providing educational content on social media when you are producing a brand or products or doing online coaching or whatever. She started to do a lot of educational content around PCOS, how to manage your PCOS, how to incorporate fitness with PCOS, like really uncovering like the challenges behind what women suffer, how women suffer with it, and then creating it in content. And then her demographic when she first started online coaching, it was 90% men.
Wow.
On Instagram, which is a very common thing for fitness influencers. A lot of men follow them because they think, they're paying in that. And then when she started posting the PCOS educational value-based content, it shifted to 90% women.
Oh, you actually, wow.
Yeah, and then
completely reversed.
Yeah, completely reversed. And then she grew a 6-figure online coaching business.
Wicked. So let's use her as a bit of a case study. So she started posting this educational content first and then launched the kind of product, or when do you launch the product? When do you do the marketing? Like, where does everything come into play? And how, like, do you do it all together, or do you build like some traction first and get people asking you, yo, when you drop in this and that, or how?
So how she first did it is we sat together, we did like a whole branding consultation, like what kind of coaching business do you want? She said, I want like a holistic, spiritual, fitness-based coaching business. So that's kind of what we went off with. The colors and themes were very like pink, girly, like feminine kind of vibes. And then we worked together to build her website and then kind of like her coaching offering basically. And then we created a launch plan. So I call it like a hype plan, basically. Okay. So it's like getting your audience hyped. And you kind of look at a mixture of like 4 components. So it's value-based. I always get them to post something very like specific about their niche, behind the scenes content, and their personal story. Okay. It's really, 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 really important to focus on value-based and educational content when you're first launching a product, because or a service or whatever, because you need to make your audience feel like they can trust you and that you have to present yourself as an expert, right? So I always put that in the launch plan. So then she had like a week launch plan. And then after, we focused on like brand awareness. Yeah. So we do 3 months of like solid brand awareness, like marketing structure basically, which she just like honed in on. And then it was about 6 months in where she discovered her like real niche of PCOS. She still had like a steady rate of like clients coming in, but then when she started the PCOS content, that's when it blew basically. So that's why I highlight the importance of having a niche, because she found her niche of PCOS. There wasn't really many other fitness influencers that were doing it. And now she's like the pioneer.
I love that.
Of her niche basically.
I love that. There you go. Quick case study.
Yeah.
How creators can kind of monetize.
Yeah.
You've heard it from the expert yourself here.
Yeah.
Blocks the bags. This is where we drop the gems and the insights. So if you were to round it up into 5 different steps or 3 different steps, what would you give the audience first? So you said find your audience or know your demographic.
Yes.
Find your niche or niche down.
Yes.
Make sure to create a hype plan.
Yes. I would say 1 week to 3 week of a launch plan. It just depends. Like, if it's a completely new product or service that you're providing that your audience may not be used to, you have to be doing a lot of brand awareness before you even launch the product. So I would say like 1 to 3 weeks, and then make sure you have a solid 3 to 6 month brand awareness.
Yeah, and educational content as well. Very important.
And then also, even if you're creating like your own personal brand or like a brand around your kind of own personal brand, basically. Yeah. always try to incorporate influencer marketing as much as possible.
Yeah.
And it doesn't need to just be like macro influencers. Like UCG is a really big thing.
User generated
Yeah.
content.
At the moment. So you can like go through TikTok, find some really great UCG creators that you think is in line with your brand and do partnerships with them as well. Because I know it can be really daunting to make a lot of content. So if you like partner with other UCG creators, that'd be really great as well. And always, this is one gem, always post your value-based educational content at the start of the week. And then all your like very funny personal behind the scenes content at the end of the week. Why? Because people are more engaged in education at the start of the week, and then towards the end of the week they're just like they just want to get drunk. They don't care.
Love that. Awesome. Sick.
And then you can't do everything on your own. I know a lot of creators, they want to create a brand and just do it themselves. Try and find like a brand strategist or like a business partner or a team to help you launch the brand, because you're going to have a more successful launch the stronger the team that you have behind you. And you can do it on a revenue share model. So I do a lot of my business with influencers on a revenue share model.
Okay, how does that work? Talk to us about rev share.
So revenue share models are great and it's a really good way to kind of pitch it to creators, because you both have to equally work as hard to be able to make the income. And it is actually more appealing to kind of sell a revenue share model as opposed to like give me £3,000 a month, for example.
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, because we're both doing the work together to create an amazing brand, and it just shows how committed that you are to make the brand a success. Do you see what I'm saying?
I 100% see what you're saying. I think this is definitely a business model that more people should take on 100%. Going into the future.
100%, yeah. And it just means as well, I think like a lot of people, when you get presented with an opportunity, you kind of just want to, a lot of people just kind of take it because they get paid a certain amount. But this makes you really like believe in the product and believe in the partnership that you have with the person.
Yeah.
If you see what I'm saying. And some people might say like, oh, how would we do this cost wise?
Yeah,
If you are selling a product or a service or something, for example, like through Stripe, which most kind of businesses use Stripe.
Online payment system.
Yeah. Stripe has this amazing feature where you can actually do the revenue split automatically through the payment. So, for example, let's say if we've got a business together and I take 20%, you have 80%. We can set that up through Stripe. So every single payment that comes through, the 20% will automatically go into my account, and the 80% will go into your account. So we both see the money straight away. And it just happens. There's no arguments. There's no like, did you really give me my 20%?
Where's my money?
Sort of thing. So that's like another really great way to kind of like pitch it to a creator or somebody that you want to work with. And then revenue share models are great because yes, it's a bit of a grind at the start, but if you really believe in the product, like the long-term longevity of it, you could make so much money together. So instead of having a set fee of like, pay me £2,000 a month to do your marketing strategy, it would be like, give me 30% of your business. And then in a year, 2 years time, you could be making 5, 10, 15, 20 grand off of just like one business.
I love that. You heard it here first. If you're a consultant, agency owner, someone that's working with creators, please consider a revenue sharing kind of model.
Yes.
Wicked. And if you like what you've heard, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more of Shadee come onto the show, drop the comments. Where can we find you on socials?
So Instagram is Shadee___ B.
Let's go.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I'm sure we're going to be doing more content around this topic, innit?